Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, man. We back in business. Once again, it's your man Belly D. Williams up in the building. What's happening, player?
Me running across 24 back to Michigan doing my day job because this
Hey,
is my
man, ain't
day
nothing
job.
wrong. Hey, well, actually, it's not your day job because you're doing it at night. So,
Yeah,
technically, you know how we assholes get. You know what I'm saying? Being technical about shit. You know what I'm saying? It's your night
yeah,
job.
but I started in the day.
I respect it. I respect it. Hey, man.
What's up?
Hey, man. Real quick before we get into the meat and potatoes of this today. Have you ever ran across these young ladies that always come with the same line? Can you do me a favor? I wasn't able to pay all my rent, or I need help with my car note. Have you ever ran across some of them?
Um, yeah, I have. I have. I have.
Cool. So it's not just me. Peep game, right?
No, man. No. What's up?
This young lady, I'm gonna use the word young lady loosely because I got some colorful vernaculars for her, but I'm trying my best not to do that today. I'm trying. Lord knows I'm trying.
We'll go with young lady asked you or said what?
Can I not her whole rent, but can I pay half her rent for her? And I thought to myself, I'm like, self, be ignorant about it. So I was like, are we having relations? And her response was, uh, no, you too big. You might squish me. You need to
Oh,
go to the gym.
okay.
And I cut back at this young person, and I said, at least I ain't gonna be homeless. You know what I'm saying? At least I ain't gonna be homeless.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Go ahead.
nah, go ahead. I'll let you finish your story. Go ahead, finish your
No,
story.
that's pretty much was it. I just had to say that, and I always wanted to say this because I always watch. You know how you watch some shows back in TV back in the day when you was younger. You know what I'm saying? This show is being recorded in front of a live studio audience. I always wanted to say that, so now I said it, and that's another thing I'm checking off my bucket list.
You trying to be sitcom era now? Sitcom podcast? Is that what it
Hey
is?
man, hey, ain't nothing wrong with it, dog. I got it. you know me, man. I got jokes, dog. That's all I got. All I got is jokes. I can't do nothing
So,
else but make jokes. So
so I'm gonna say this on to the story he just said.
yeah.
Um, she must not want to. She must not have, was going to be that homeless if she said that to you. And it's crazy because to insult the person that you are asking something for is wild. Like this generation has no shame or gratitude. Like just maybe right. So maybe she felt that you was out of her weight class. All right, cool. That's not even an issue. It's just the fact that they have the audacity to say it. And this generation gets on my nerves because they can dish it out, but they really can't take it.
I know, right?
Because if you was to really cut into her raw, because I would have, honestly, I would have let her. I would have let her have it. I would have let her have it with dope, with both barrels, boom, boom, because you asked. my potentially squishing potentially squishing your ass self to help you, right? So let me get this straight. My weight is too much, but my wallet isn't. My weight and my wallet go hand in hand. So
Hey, I'm
yeah,
like Mike Jones. Back then, didn't love me. You know what I'm saying?
nah, yeah, hey, and that's the true gist of it.
My
But
pocket
I
stick out
never.
more than my belly. You know what I mean?
That's a
Yeah.
good way to be. And you know what's really crazy about the whole thing? This generation just I've never seen a generation of begging individuals, men and women, because us fellas is out here doing some cold stuff too, and it's like, yo, homie, get up and be a man.
Hey, dog. I don't deal in men, so what they do, I feel sorry for the ladies on what they do if that's what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? I was
No, I
watching.
mean,
I was. I'm just saying though, because they was talking about. I was watching something earlier. I think it was O'Shea. O'Shea was doing some talking about Lizzo. No, he was talking about first. He started with Angela Reese. You know the basketball player, right?
Angel Reese, yeah.
Yeah, Angela Reese, whatever the hell her name is. I don't watch female basketball. No way.
The yeah, the little groupie basketball chick.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, Angel Reese. Yeah, she's a little groupie garbage basketball chick. What about her?
She was talking about she want a man to be on her level. You know what I'm saying? And he got into her talking about she need to she got to accept it because nobody really want to deal with her attitude, and it's like a lot of females out here nobody want to deal with their attitude. So she gonna be just like Lizzo and Oprah, paying to keep a man around. So
Yeah, because there's always gonna be one. There's always gonna be one person that's like, shit, she paying my shit, but it's like, damn, it's always gotta be one person with no self-respect around that messes it up for everybody. And you know, let's kind of talk about Angel Reese. In
okay.
an interview, she said that the WNBA doesn't even make enough money to pay her what she pays for rent. And when they broke down what the WNBA makes, they make pretty much a lot of them make the same as a truck driver or a postal worker does. 60, 70, maybe 80. On the high end, some of them can make close 90 to 100, but a lot of them are at 75. I think she says her rent, and allegedly, because I could be misquoting here, her rent is between $7,000 to $9,000. So let's say it's about eight. You mean to tell me the WNBA, you picked an apartment that's over 8,000, but yet 8,000 is what they're paying you monthly,
Hey,
and
but you know what? Go ahead.
but you want a man to be on your level? You're on the level of a basic truck driver. What are you talking about? The only thing that's different between the truck driver and Angel Reese is her popularity. That's it.
Hey, you know the biggest thing between the two is though she worked what
What?
6 months, 7, 8 months out the year. The truck driver got to work 12 months out the year. You know what I'm saying? Besides the 1 2 weeks of vacation time, or whatever the case may be. So I don't even know why half these people walking around here talking about. She want to talk about if it was that bad. She in Chicago. You chose to get an apartment that costs you $8,000 to $9,000 a month. That's what you choose. And you could choose something that's a little bit less and bank the rest. You got endorsements. What are you tripping on? But a lot of people out here, they want to live way beyond their means. And that's why everything is so jacked up now, because they want to live beyond their means.
Mhm.
And I don't know, man. I don't see it. I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna. I can afford some things. I can. But I'm not finna. Who am I trying to impress? Who am I trying? Really, at the end of the day, who am I impressing? I'm finna impress somebody I never want to see again. Probably ran into them randomly every now and then. Oh, I got this $100,000 Benz. Only people that's gonna be happy that I got $100,000 Benz is the dealership that sold it to me. So, I guess, man, I don't know.
Well,
It's not me.
my whole deal is, if you took away social media
Hmm.
and everybody went back to the age of newspapers, a lot of this would be quashed. A lot of this wouldn't be all out there like that. Like, yeah, we had the news and we, what you call it, but we saw things in the news and we saw things on the news and TV and the newspapers read, but all this is clout. I mean, Angel Reese and all the women and all the people that think like Angel Reese have fun, but she has to have them endorsements. And it's crazy because Angel Reese, like a lot of these women, they're just comfortable. That she's because to be honest with you, it's just her clout and status. It's not like she's like really a crazy looker, but even if she was a crazy looker, I still wouldn't get down, because it's just like, yo, I don't like the way you think, move, and act,
Hey,
you
what's that
know.
song? I think it was about Luther. Only for one night.
Only for one night.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what a lot of them will probably be for one
And a
night,
lot,
man.
hey, what if I told you a lot of them ain't really one nightable? They're 1 hourable.
That's
30
even
minutes.
better.
That's
That's even
like,
better. I don't trust them anyway. I don't stay the night. You know, I'm out. Vamos. I don't know, man.
so
I'm just cold blooded with a lot of stuff I do. I'm just cold blooded.
uh, it's so I just watched this clip online on Facebook, and I'm actually gonna send it to you. Um, I just happened to see it, and it's so sad because this is what I'm actually talking about. So this girl is on some podcast, and she literally says that I knew my husband was a simp because
What?
because he accepted me having 3 kids. That's how I knew he was a simp. And
What? Wait a minute. What? What?
she said she knew her husband was a simp because he accepted her and her 3 kids.
How was he being the simp?
And I just shake my head. If I were her husband, if she even had a husband, I think a lot of people say stuff to go viral. But if she did have a husband, does have a husband, divorce papers would be waiting on her at the door. Because I love you and I took on your responsibilities, I'm a simp.
You took on more than her responsibility. You took on another man's responsibility, and it's possibility of having multiple responsibilities on top of that, multiple people responsibilities. So she had the audacity to go on a podcast and say, currently, my husband is a simp. Not my ex was a simp. My current husband is a simp for taking on me and my 3 children.
And smiles about it like this is cute. Now, here's the two issues I have. For one, her saying that's actually three issues. Her saying that is wild. Like, you really just said you don't love your husband. Tell me you don't love your husband without telling me you don't love your husband. The second thing I have a problem with is all the women that disagree with this, they need to stand up and say it loud and tell her to shut the hell up. We don't rock with this. She's a one offer. She speaks for herself. This is when they need to stand up and say that. But a lot of them, well, I'm not gonna say a lot of them. I did read the comments, and there were a lot of women that was like, "Yo, what the heck? This isn't cute." The third thing I have a problem with is like this woman doesn't even realize how she's messing it up for other women, for good women that might have legitimate. Let's say they have two kids. All right, cool. You have two kids. Just because you have two kids doesn't make you a necessary off woman or a bad woman. I'm actually gonna tell you, a lot of times I look at what the process was, i.e., excuse me. Let's say she has two kids. I meet a woman, she has two kids, and she says, "Hey, these two kids are from my ex-husband." Okay, cool. That lets me know you was on your game. You got married, and unfortunately, it didn't work out. That happens. Not even a big deal. But if you were to say, "Hey, I got two kids," and this is just me personally, if
Uh-huh.
I got two kids, and you got two different baby daddies, I'm already looking at you. But then I gotta look at what type of baby daddies you got. Like if you got baby daddies that actually do take care and step up and make sure that they kids, their sons or daughters, their son or daughter is taken care of, I still might rock with you because I'm like, yo, I see what's attached to you or what characters attached to you. But if baby number one was drug dealer, baby number two is
Street pharmaceuticals.
yeah, yeah, pretty much, you know, or gangbanger of the streets that they don't control or own. Um, nah, I don't want you. I don't want you. You for the streets.
She ain't
You
for the
know,
street. She is the street. Cause
right?
plenty of people rolled up down that one.
Heck yeah, you know what I'm saying? And just like streets, sometimes people park on them. So, it is what it is. But yeah, that's just my whole analysis of that. And then, and that's really just a sad state that you do have women out here. I guess we've always had women like that, but it's just so like, oh yeah, my husband's and stuff. I picked him because he was gonna take care of me and my kids.
Hey, you know what though? A lot of women, they got. I'm not even gonna say women. A lot of people nowadays they talk about they got to get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the bag. It's all about the bag. I guess that must be a new term for prostitute or something. They always want to say they a hustler. How you hustling? Oh, I got to show my woohoo on OnlyFans or on TikTok or whatever, Twitter, Snappy Chappy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It just you a prostitute. You show them it's nothing wrong if that's what your profession is. If you want to be a prostitute, which I know plenty of prostitutes, the ones that just professional call girls that goes to the hotel, deal with high end clients. I got to deal with some bottom feeders. I know some ones that's middle class. But just because you want to say you a hustler by showing this, that, and the other, let's cut all out the hoops. You're just a prostitute. You're a hooker. You're a whore. You know what? If you come to Vegas and work at the ranch, you even get health insurance. Or you go to Amsterdam in the red light district. It's okay if that's what you want to do. Let's not give it fake titles and stuff like that. It's not necessary. If you for the streets. And it's okay. No one really cares at the end of the day. What you did is what you did. But I'm just saying. That's just me. That's just my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I just had different views on the situation.
I agree with you on the process. I think I agree. The prostitution, that's what this is. Anytime you're trading time for money or you're trading one thing, that's prostitution. And I'll keep it real. Everybody prostitutes themselves. If you even look at men who go to work, that's a type of prostitution. You're trading your time for money. Now, no, you're not giving up Hopefully you're not giving up no ass, but you're giving up your time for resources. And and with a prostitute, they're open about that. So yeah, I'll let you have that one. But like you say, stop trying to hide behind the title of hustler. Let's keep it real. To me, if you got to do anything to me sexual, and I'm not talking about like if you're a hand or a foot model. Let's exclude those. I'm talking like, hey, look, you a face
If
down,
you if
booty up model. Okay, that's how you model. You model on bed sheets and pillows, right?
unless they are a actual model, if you having something inserted, then you're not a model. You
Prostitute. Just
yeah,
call it good.
yeah.
You belong at the bunny ranch. Just call it what it is.
Some of them don't even deserve to be a bunny man. Some of them deserve to be up down Woolworths. You know what I'm saying, or West Grand Boulevard or something. But
Not West Ranch.
yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man. I'm just saying, dog. I didn't. I don't even know how to really. I can't. I just can't. I can't. I can't. But another story that jumped off. I think you sent it to me about this young lady that been in the streets for a while now. She didn't tow it up for everybody. Everybody. Let me see if I can actually find it. She busted down. She busted down for the entire community, right?
Hmm.
And she went and had this surgery where
Yes, to restore her hymen. Yes,
I
sir.
think I got it. Hold on. I think I got it. I think I got it. I don't know. It may just be the audio.
Hmm.
Uh um uh to answer that question, you had surgery to repair your hymen. Okay. But
It doesn't undo your body count. Like this generation
yeah.
is doomed. It's doomed beyond repair because you don't understand what a body count is. Like people really don't understand the meaning of words. But then again, when when our society is broken down the way it is, and you know we can't even define what a woman and a man is anymore, and it's definitely not a shock.
We can define what a man and a woman is.
Okay, you're right.
People just choose. They you know what? People that forget it. People choose to play make believe. They want to make believe they some computer code and they and all these other multiple choices of homosexuality. Hey, if you gay, you gay. I don't care. I really don't care. But it's just funny to me when people actually talk about it, and it's weirdly funny to me that they want to say it's multiple different genders. No, it's not. It's two. You got male, you got female. If you want to cut your tallywhacker off and become a female, guess what? You're male or you're female.
Even still, if you do that, it doesn't negate you being a male. It's just you're a male without a penis.
Because you can't implant ovaries, you can implant some breasts, you can implant some butts. You seen that? It was I don't know, maybe some years. Dude, he cut his business off and when he got some hips and stuff put on and got some lip fillers and everything, and he looked like a beat up orangutan. I don't know. I ain't even talking about my man like that, but it was just weird. Looked like a cheap version of a Barbie doll. Matter of fact, it looked like a brat doll. Head all big, body all small. You know what I'm saying? Just
you know, I was born in '87. I know I sound like Kamala Harris now. I was born in '87, and
raised in a middle class family.
that's true, but that's not where I was going. But I
Working
remember,
at
like, I grew
McDonald's.
up, I, I grew up
Oh man, I got some
watching,
good ones. I got some. Hey, I got some good ones lined up for her. Go ahead, though.
I grew up like watching like a lot of sci-fi movies and things like that. And you know, body augmentation has always been something that's been, even in the sci-fi movies, has been down with it. But we're wasting time trying to be men and changing genders. Man, I ain't trying to lie. I'm trying to get that Android 817 body so like I don't age and I can fly around. Y'all doing it wrong. Okay? I'm
Oh,
trying to
if
be a Dragon Ball Z fighter, right, with the augmentation. I'm like, hey, why don't you put my brain in a body that don't age? Now that's a worthwhile augmentation I would pay for. Okay, we doing it wrong. We switching genders. I'm like, no, no.
hey man, real talk though, real talk. I don't want to. I know people say they would like to live forever. I don't. I don't. Cause like Vision said, it's only beautiful if it ends. You know what I'm saying? Life, you have beginning, middle, and end. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to live forever. I don't want to see my friends die and I'm still here kicking it with their great grands and great grands and great grands after that. No, I don't want that. I want to live, go throughout my life. You know what I'm saying? Born in 1979, died in 2000, whatever. That dash in between that,
60, 2060.
more like 2090. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to live a long time.
You
I
trying
got
to
a
go?
long.
I know. I'm trying to go for the hundred. I'm trying to go for the hunt dog too.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna. I want that triple digits. But you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I mean. I want that dash to mean something. I don't want to begin. Man lived, worked his whole life, died. I'm not doing that, man. I want to enjoy this little, this time. This it's a little speck. Look at 24. The whole year is pretty much over. It just seemed like we just had New Year's Eve party a week or two ago. Now it's almost a New Year's Eve party again. Thanksgiving is next freaking week, man. No, it's not. The week after next. I'm tripping. But it's really, you know what I'm saying? I used to be the type of person that used to be in a box where I gotta do what everybody say to do. Don't talk, just go with the system. You know what? F that system. You know what I'm saying? If I stuck with the system, I wouldn't be doing this. I get up, go to my 9 to 5, break down, go to the crib, drink to myself till I'm silly. You know what I'm saying? Go to sleep, get up, start it all over again. No, I like to go skydiving. I like to rock climb. I like bungee jumping. I like to live life. I want to do some Tom Cruise stuff in a movie. I want to hang outside of a plane, man. I want to go sky surfing. For real. I'm finna go to the Vatican and I'm finna chill with the Pope for a week. I want to
Man,
go
you
up to
better bring
Venice.
back the rest of the Bible too when you do that. I'm gonna need you to chill with him and tell him to release the rest of the uncanonized books so we actually have the complete Bible from beginning to end, not just the 66 they canonized. You know.
Man, I'm finna do some Da Vinci Code type stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Because see, people sit here and go through life and just want to give it up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is the best I can do. No, it's not. It's not that you was put on this planet to serve a purpose. What is your purpose? And plenty of people, I'm gonna say it like this: plenty of people do not want to be the tip of the spear, and that's the sad part. And when I mean the tip of the spear, let's go back for the Spartan days. I don't like Spartans, but we're gonna go to 300, right? The tip of the spear is the first thing. The one that's the point of attack, right? If you want anything in life, you got to be the point of attack. But most people want to be the stick. They want to finish the job off after the spirit is already started. I'm not with second place. I'm not with giving up. I'm not with being an option. I'm the tip of the spear. Everything that I want, I go for it no matter what's in my way. I'm like a diamond on top of a drill. I'm going through anything to get to my goal. You know what I'm saying? And I sit here and, I got two Facebook pages and whatnot. So the one I crack jokes on is, my Billy D. Williams page. And my other one is my actual page that I actually do. That's me. You know what I'm saying? And I talk about me going to the gym, working out. Like, you ain't working out. You ain't doing this. I'm glad you had your opinion of me. But your opinion of me sucks. I'm fucking phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with being, okay, he's nice. You know what? I want my jersey in the Hall of Fame, like number 12. When I go out, people will say, that boy there was and is a legend. I want to be like Brady with 7 rings, 10 rings, 20. I'm going out like Phil Jackson with fistful of rings. 2 fistful of rings, rather. You know what I'm saying? I that's just me, man. I take things to a completely different level on going after what I want. I don't do second places. Second place is, to me, just to me, second place is the first loser. You can't close, but you still lost. Second place is the first loser. So I'm going to be number 1 no matter what.
What you
That's just
say?
me.
2 is not a winner, and 3 nobody remembers. Is that what you said?
Pretty much. Think about this, though. Who won the Super Bowl last year?
I don't know. Who did win it?
Kansas City.
Kansas City versus San Diego, right?
No, it wasn't
49?
San Diego. No. Yeah, 49ers.
No.
No, it wasn't
The
49ers.
Fran,
No.
was it San Fran?
No, it wasn't San Fran. That's 49ers. See, that's my point. You remember the winner, not the loser. Who did when only reason why you remember when the Giants beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl, because the Patriots had a no loss record. That's why you remember them. Other than that, do you remember that such and such was still that played against them? Do you remember the Tennessee Titans winning was in the Super Bowl? Probably not. Remember the Bengals in the Super Bowl? Probably not. Because no one cared. No one cares about the loser. Only thing we care about is the winner at the end of the day. So what do you want to be? You want to be, I did my best. Everybody want participation trophies. Participation trophy sucks. I showed up, you get a participation trophy. I want to win badly. But that's just me.
Participation trophies are for all the kids who have to feel good because their parents are well. I actually have to bring class of 2000 to 2010 for all this foolishness. And I'm definitely going to shout out the class of 2005 because I went to school. I graduated in '05. Some of these kids, I know your parents. And your parents was monsters, evil. Matter of fact, some of your parents made fun of the very children and daughters, sons and daughters that they have. But now, since it's their son and daughter that's the loser, because mom and dad, mom and dad ain't gonna tell you this. Mom and dad was the cool kids. They were the cool kids. They made fun and pushed people in lockers and did really mean stuff to the very people that they ended up giving birth to. That was like the very losers or the people they perceived as losers that they're making fun of. So now, you know, we need participation. No, we don't. We need you in your heyday to tell your kid you're a loser. Get better. You know, get stronger.
Hey, dog, I'm a class of 97. I'm a 97. I'm a Murray Wright grad. I went to the school where you found a body in a garbage can. You know what I mean? We was built different. I'm a pilot for life, man. You know what I'm saying? We do things completely different from what a lot of people do. They ain't really been through a fire. They haven't been baptized in fire. They get a little hangnail. Oh my God, I gotta run to the emergency room. Only time you go to the emergency room when you need to lose a limb. You put some duct tape on it and keep going. You know what I'm saying? It's brutal out here. Like one of my homegirls posted up on Facebook and had said that why is these parents making their kids soft when the world ain't soft? Because the world is not soft, and most of them is still attached to their mother's ovaries. No, not ovaries. They most of these people are still attached to their mama nipple. They still being breastfed. They wet behind the ears. They need some milk because they soft. They weak. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying everybody need to be go out here and be gangstified and nothing like that. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, y'all got to stop being soft. Because guess what? No one cares when you walk outside that door. No one cares if you eat. No one cares if you sleep decently. No one cares. Only time we really care if a child gets messed over. Then you will get the whole neighborhood together to go after the person that messed over that child. Then after that, it's back to it's me versus you versus the world. But I'm just saying.
I agree. I it's crazy because this generation is interesting to me because, like I said, they can talk the talk, but oh, they're far from walking the walk. They can only talk the talk one way. I
They,
never
don't,
forget this, huh?
they can only talk the talk when they're in a pack.
Yeah, they can talk the talk over the keyboard. They can talk the talk when they got their crew around. Catch them by themselves is a whole different thing. Like I was talking to my buddy Scott Barnes, and Scott brought up an interesting point. I've never seen children sleep so much in this generation. I'm trying to figure out why they so tired. It's not like our generation. Y'all don't wake up trying to roast each other. You're not really trying to fight each other like that. You're not getting in trouble like that. What you tired for? You guys should have all the energy in the world.
That's that cocaine lean. That's that lean nod.
Now it's like these kids, some of these kids, they be out here, they sleeping like they don't work my job, your job, and my buddy's job all at once. I'm like, no way, no way. I don't even sleep like that, and I have worked a job. I remember I had a buddy. No, I can't even say, but I had two classmates to show you how brutal we was. The stuff that was said now back then, the stuff that was said, I'm sorry, back then now, oh my God, we would have, it would have been some hurt feelings and people would have probably tried to end it all. Like, remember these two classmates? I was in the 10th grade, I believe, ninth or 10th, and apparently they had been um, cracking on each other all day. We were in English class, and we're gonna call them. We're gonna call them Steve and Charles, right? So Steve and Charles have been cracking on each other all day. Believe Charles was, of the alphabet gang even back then, and Steve and Charles had just been beefing, talking crap. Well, in this English class this day, we was talking about symbolism, and the teacher explained what symbolism was in a story. Steve turned to Charles and said, "Oh, well, Charles represents a fag." Charles, without missing a beat, said, "Steve's mom represents a hoe." I have never seen a class almost get written up in its entirety. We laughed so hard.
Why was it? Why was it getting written up? It was hilarious.
Oh, it was because the teacher lost control. We didn't get written up, but he pulled out the papers, multiple referrals. He was waiting to write a thing. We all shut up, and Steve's friend Leroy was crying. I'm surprised he didn't go to the office because he was crying. It was so funny. I could because it went off without a hitch. Like he just turned around and said that. But what the point I'm getting at is that right there in today's society, somebody would have found a somebody would have found the toughest fan or the toughest rod from that's hanging in their house, and they would have put their weight on that rod using their neck. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just, I'm like, that's we grew up roasting and obliterating each other like this.
Yeah,
I'm
that's true.
like, yo, and don't get me wrong, it was some other roles, but I'm gonna tell you, I am 37 years old, and to this day, I remember that roast clear as day because I couldn't believe my man dropped it on him like that. I said, what? And you look at this generation now, they using them and they pronouns, and you misuse my pronouns. Shut up, you misusing your pronouns. Them and they are a crew. It's not no one person I identify as them, they. No, that's a crew of people. What's wrong with you, nigga?
Oh
What's wrong
god.
with you folks? I'm just saying, what's wrong with you? Them and they are a crew of people. They are over there. It's them folks right here. It's these folks right here. Them over there, and they are out here acting out. That's what that is. That's a crew of people. A lot of y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of y'all,
Hey,
the way y'all
Vegas.
refer to yourselves is schizophrenic. It's got to be a lot of schizophrenia and multiple personalities because that's what he's like. Yo, you you're a here. You're a Marvel guy, right?
Yeah. Uh,
Okay.
I'm more DC,
Oh,
but yeah, I watch Marvel.
okay. Fair enough. DC. But we all know who Venom is, and Venom, when they talk, we are Venom. Even Venom understands that there are two of them. It's a symbiote and Brock. We are Venom. Even not Eddie Brock. Even Cletus Cassidy, the Carnage symbiote. He, well, them two have merged so perfectly. They don't say we, they say I, and it's two of them.
You
Like,
better stop.
yo, huh?
Nothing. I was talking to the dog.
Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, I really do detest these. We got no. You got your pronouns of him and her, she and he. There is no them. There is no they. Okay, it's just your perception of things. And your perceptions of things are quite screwed. That's why I'm gonna say something controversial here. I believe in bullying. I am pro bullying
How you gonna be?
because you want to know why? I will gladly explain it to my listeners that are probably shocked and appalled and probably want to turn me off. I am pro bullying because bullies are a necessary evil. They are that they are what help you evolve in life. If when you run into a bully, you're either gonna sink or swim. You got to learn how to stand up for yourself. You got to learn how to fight back. That's what bullies do, right? They are an obstacle. Life is full of obstacles. You must learn to overcome your obstacles. A lot of us, a lot of us want to not have obstacles and have life, and life isn't doing that. That's why I'm pro bullies, and my heart do go out to the children and those that have unfortunately felt that they could not face life and ended it all. And my heart goes out to that. That's a sad thing to me because I can tell you, my house burnt down when I was 13 years old. The only clothes I had were my uniforms for school because my dad was able to like get me some uniforms before everything burnt down or whatnot. I had an ex girlfriend who made my life a living nightmare. I was already going through, right? Like my 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 house had burnt down. My mother got acid reflux really bad before acid reflux was a diagnosis. And on top of that, I had an ex girlfriend who walked around, and I had to be all about it in the ninth grade too. She walked around and told people she was the one who burnt my house down. And I remember watching like my parents go through stuff, I was going through my own personal things at school with her and everybody thinking it was funny. My parents was going through stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, I probably did wish to end it all, but I've said, I actually told God like, hey, if it's not gonna get any better, then when I go to sleep, I don't need to wake up, right? I prayed that quite a few times, and now, and I was 13, 13, 14, when I was in high school. Now I'm 37 and married. Imagine what I would not have experienced if I just was like, "Yup, it's time to end it all" because of that. You know, you gotta learn how to be tough. And she was a bully, but she made me the way I am. I'm not gonna thank her for it, but I will say that the experience did teach me what I needed to learn. So
She hold on, bro, hold on. I'm glad you didn't take yourself out first and foremost. But she go around you saying your ex girl. Was she your girl at the time when she was talking about she the one that burned your house down?
no, we had broke up right before, or I think we had broke up right before everything had happened. So she was like, yeah, she was my ninth grade girlfriend. Um, I think she probably was my first high school girlfriend, like high school. So yeah, she said that and everybody thought it was funny and stuff, and it was like, yo, I'm homeless, and y'all think this was a joke. I was living out of a hotel, barely. Shout out to my pops for keeping it together and making it happen. Because I'm looking at that and I'm like, my God, like my dad was going through a lot, watching his family suffer, doing the best he can, and by the grace of God, he held it down. But yeah, she was my girlfriend at the time, and then when we broke up, we were enemies. Like, I understand when Avant sung that line out of his song when he said, "Every time I see you, I get a bad vibe." I understand what he means by that. Like, I understand exactly what he means by that. So, but right, it was a bully. It sucked because it was somebody I did care about, and we went from lovers and friends to bitter enemies. No, I didn't do anything to her. Honestly, my biggest mistake was breaking up with her 3 times. We broke up 3 times, and after that third time, she came for my head. You would have thought like I shot her dog, but I didn't do anything like that. I
You should
promise
have got a rotten tomato and smashed it in her face.
you. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But
You wanna
yes,
go find her?
like,
We can go find her.
nah, it's not even worth it now.
She
I'm
could
not
just
on her.
she may deserve a blanket party.
She stays in California.
I like Cali. Let's go to Cali.
She she she's which is no problem with this. She loves, she loves our white brethren, which is that's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. Um, but it's crazy because she acts like she's never dated black guys or black guys are beneath her, and she's on TikTok, and I be looking. I kind of want to stitch her video like, so we didn't date and you didn't act a fool, but you know what? My life is going the way it's going. I thank God I wasn't, God made sure I stayed here. Because I
Mm.
would have definitely not been able to do the podcast or marry Lex or do anything like that. good, bad, or indifferent, I wouldn't have been able to be here to experience it, and that's what I guess I want to get at with this generation. Why is suicide just the quickest way? I'm being bullied, cyber. Yeah, bully back, talk crap back, go viral back. Like communication is a two-way street. It's just like you you call my mama something, so I call your mama something. No, I'm not gonna shoot you. I'm just gonna roast you. That's this generation. We got to start bringing back shaming and roasting, so people can get mentally tough.
Now that's asking for too much, man.
Mm.
Maybe the next generation, but not this one. This one is done. You might as well put a fork in this bird. You might put a fork in this bird because it's ready to go. It's over.
I know.
I'm
I
sorry, man.
mean,
This generation sucks, man. It just
you
sucks
know
so
what?
bad.
I I I've talked with you about this. I talk with my friends all the time. We talked about it, I think, a couple shows ago about superpowers, and I told my buddies, and as I've told you, I'm definitely, if we ever get it, I'm definitely about to be a villain. I'm not hiding and protecting people. I'm about to make sure that this world moves forward. That's why I will become a villain. I know that, and this is the one thing that a lot of people are trying to get rid of. They're trying to make everything be cool and kosher so we don't beef with one another. But do they not realize that human evolution is conquest and conflict? That is how we've evolved. First, we killed each other with rocks. You can ask Cain and Abel about that. Rocks then turned to stone weaponry. Stone weaponry turned into steel weaponry. Steel weaponry turned into projectiles and bullets and cannons. And now we use atom. Now we use what? Lasers. And we've even learned how to split the atom and make bombs. Right?
I
But
become
that's
death,
all.
the destroyer of worlds.
I have become the Robert J. Oppenheimer. I have become death, the destroyer of worlds. See, but even still, he became the destroyer of worlds with war. That's conflict. Everything we've done, even you look at, like, even though the ancient Egyptians are on the history in the history books for doing surgeries and stuff, a lot of things we've done because of war. We learned how to fight better, heal better because we killed each other better. I don't know what you want us to say. It's messed up, but it's true. So
Duh, duh, we killed each other better. We killed each other better. That's
we
okay.
we did we not? So so we got let's just look at history, right? We're talking history. You look at when Japan ran up on America, right? They got some body shots and stumped our face when they hit us with Pearl Harbor, December 6th, 1942. That was wild. That was wild, wild, right? We caught a blanket party. Okay, we caught that. Okay, that's cool.
Uh huh.
After we spit out the blood in the tooth, I got something good for that. We came back and said, okay, so you dropped missiles. Cool. I got two atom bombs here with y'all names on it.
Drop
Hiroshima
big
and
boy.
Nagasaki.
Drop the
And
big boy.
two of them, actually. And the crazy part was the second bomb missed by 30 miles. But after getting shot like that two times, they said, we quit. See, they bullied us. We answered back. They backed off. They left us alone. Because, I mean, hey, when you can incinerate millions of people in a flash and turn people to dust, that'll back people up off you quickly. Just saying.
Okay, let's pivot real quick because we knocking on that hour mark. The greatest streaming company in the world,
Okay. Who is?
Netflix.
Oh, no. I didn't see the fight. I will say that, but I've heard enough to comment on it. Yeah.
Iron Mike Tyson. I have never seen that man pull a punch a day in my life. He pulled so many dang on punches it made absolutely no sense. He could have took out Jake Paul with the swiftness, but every time he had an open hook, he didn't take it. He just decided to lean in. Every time, boom, 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 boom. It could have been 1, 2, 3 over. He pulled it. He backed up off it every time. But did anybody really think the promoter of the fight was going to get in the ring and lose?
No,
Jake
you
Paul
know what?
promoted the fight.
Let me tell you something, right? And I wish my buddy Scott Barnes would call in. Maybe he'll call in this week or next week. But I remember having this conversation with him, and I said before Netflix, I said to him, I said, you know what? This is gonna end in one of two ways. Tyson actually wins, or Paul wins by a decided vote. And he was like, that's some bull. I'm like, dude, let's think about this. Iron Mike, nobody's in Tyson's weight class as far as power. This old man, and I say that respectfully, this old man, let me tell you how I describe Mike Tyson. Let me tell you the fear of Mike Tyson. Jokingly, I've said this, but I mean it to be true. If I ever started robbing people's houses and I found out I broke into Mike Tyson's house, I'm calling the cops on myself. Come get me. Come get me. I done did something totally wrong. Please, please, let me give you the address. Please, I'm in the bathroom. Save me. And I stand on that. If I ever broke it, if I ever decided to do crazy, and I happen to break into somebody's house, it happened to be his. And let's say I didn't even know it was it. I find out it's Mike Tyson. Oh no, I'm calling the cops on myself. You're not about to do this. Oh no, I'm not about to go toe to toe. I'm not even gonna try. No.
Hey,
Mm-mm.
you know what? I got one real quick because we got 3 minutes to go. We got 3 minutes to go. The greatest slap happened a few years ago at the Oscar. He got the slap of the year, right?
3 years ago. Okay.
And even he thought he was a bad man, thought he could beat Mike Tyson, and realized he couldn't. The slapper couldn't beat Mike Tyson in his heyday. So I'm just, just saying, man, that was a joke. So many people was watching it. The servers went down. I know Netflix is streaming their stuff on Amazon, right? They use an Amazon service to stream everything. So Amazon ain't gonna buffer for real. They got too many servers across the globe for it to buffer like that. So you already knew it was some stuff in the game. You knew it was some stuff in the game. So all that other BS, you know what I'm saying? They got paid. They got paid swell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course they did, man. You gotta remember. I look at it like this: all that buffering, they made sure that was when they was fixing the fight. Every time it buffered, that was them fixing the fight. Okay, that was them making sure. Hey, we messing up the signal. Hey, remember, Tyson, you cannot win. That was that. That's what that was. That's wild. I'll say this, right? We'll turn one more time because I think you said we're trying to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Are we going to? I will say this, right?
Uh
Please,
huh.
everybody, because I didn't get a chance to talk to you about the deciding vote of Trump over Harris, right?
Uh huh.
So
Go ahead. Go ahead.
uh, I was just simply gonna say, hey, I'm glad everybody didn't act a fool, and somewhat so far has accepted the laws graciously. That's all I ask.
Uh
Like,
uh.
just
Ain't nobody accept that loss gracefully.
who acted
She
a fool?
she had a temper tantrum in the back. That's why she didn't come out after the fact. So
Oh,
she had to calm down.
well, I was
And,
talking about the people. Like nobody should be climbing the White House wall.
hey, it ain't January 6th yet. It's gonna be the anniversary.
They ready to shoot y'all. Y'all could go up there and act a fool if you want to. This time it's gonna be a whole lot different.
I'm finna give me some Minnesota Viking horns and go up there just to act a fool.
Okay. They gonna,
Hey,
okay,
hey, they say he was from Michigan too. So hey, we gonna be we
okay,
gonna be like the Ram. We gonna be like Horn Brothers.
yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, I see you on TV like Mike. Get your ass back here. Yeah,
Hey,
shit,
matter of fact,
rubber bullets. That's gonna be a whole different thing. You better hope it's rubber.
hey, matter of fact, I may do, I may do, may dress up as Miles Morales. You know what I'm saying? Start scaling the walls and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so yeah, you Spider Man now.
Oh man. Hey, I'm thinking about running for mayor of the city of Detroit though.
Really?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Mayor Duggan decided he's not going to run for election again, so I'm finna put my hat in the ring and run for mayor of city of Detroit. So
I vote for you. I vote.
thank you, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, and I'm going to legalize everything that I won't
Don't
legalize, so
legalize
I can get my
everything.
cut.
What you so what? So what? Let me get this straight. You gonna start the purge in Michigan?
I don't want to deal with the purge, man. I don't like flowers, so
Yeah, but you legalize everything. You about to. That's about to be the purge. I guess you said, hey, you about to reset this generation, huh? You said
pretty
you'll
much.
do it. You'll do it.
Hey, I'm gonna get a wet sock and a bar of soap.
Where's it?
Get them a blanket party for
Yeah,
real.
I mean, couldn't we just put them on a ship and send them to a one-way trip to the sun? Wouldn't that be a lot easier?
That's too much resources.
Okay, then let's send them to the nearest active volcano.
Well, why you want to do that to the environment? Ah, give your shots out, man.
Shout out to my wife. Even though she might be mad at me, I still love her. She's still
Man,
my favorite
you
person.
don't sound so enthusiastic about it. Normally you're enthusiastic. If
I
y'all
am.
if y'all beefing, it's part of you know what I'm saying, a
Yeah,
honeymoon stage. You know what I'm
she's
saying?
but not, nevertheless, she's still my favorite person. I still rock with her. I still love her.
Hey,
You
you
know,
know what? Every time a woman mad at me, you know what I do?
hug them.
Nah. I go get a gallon of ice cream, right? I make a bowl, sit, get right in the bed next to him, kiss him on the forehead with a bowl of ice cream, and I look her dead in the eyes and say, "Hey, do you need a salad?"
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
I know I ain't shit. I ain't never gonna be shit. I'm gonna own my ain't shit this. But shouts out to everybody that tuned into the show tonight. I know y'all was popping in and out and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna be an asshole because you know, hey, you always are, and it's always fun. Can't take life too serious. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't struggled with mental issues and you think about committing suicide, please find somebody to talk to. It's not necessary to take yourself out because it's going you think it's solving your problems, but you don't realize that you're creating problems for other people that really care about you.
right.
And if you know someone that's going through something, reach out, talk to them. Always be there for your people. Show some love because at the end of the day, we only got who we got, and we got each other. Got to have each other's back at the end of the day. And on that note,
I agree.
I like to say it's over. It's done.